Hello everyone, I'm Georgia. Come with me on this fantastic adventure of looking through my absolute dream vinyls. Oh, the Fania All Stars. Well, when I was younger, my dad was very into playing me salsa music, particularly from the 70s. He kind of was a percussion player, so he played congas. So when he introduced me to salsa music, he first showed me Fania All Stars, and they're just an amazing bunch of musicians, aren't they? I think from an area in New York, no? New York salsa, where it was kind of at a time where a lot of migration from the South American countries, so they all ended up in New York, and the people kind of mixed together all the different sounds from the different places they were from, and they kind of came into this collection of this collective and made the Fania All Stars. So they kind of created their own kind of sound, really. And this is just, it's just a classic record. Johnny Pacheco, Ray Barretto, one of the greatest conga player. And of course, Hector Lavoe and Celia Cruz. This album is, I think people would probably say, that this is probably one of the most important Latin records of all time, I would have thought. And it put, I guess, salsa, Latin music into the greater world, into the sort of Western commercial sphere. So this album, very, very important. And just amazing. This is just an absolute classic jazz record. And those of you who want to get into jazz, this is a very good starting point. Jazz can be quite a hard genre to get into because there's just so much expansive jazz records. But Oscar Peterson was just a very, very a well-accomplished pianist, and set the kind of benchmark for a lot of pianists in jazz. And I think, this album, I've got a lot of Oscar Peterson at home, and I particularly love Oscar Peterson because he also was the first person, the first musician to for Roland to test out the 303. So the acid bass lines that you hear a lot on dance music come from this machine that Oscar Peterson actually was the ambassador for. So it's quite interesting that that kind of link there. But this is a great album to entry level jazz. This is probably one of the most important bands in my life, The Cure. I was born after the kind of generation that they came out, but as soon as I was old enough to listen to The Cure and understand Robert Smith's lyrics and the experimentation in the sort of music, I just became completely hooked. And Pornography is a fantastic record, and also very prolific band, so there's a lot of releases, but Pornography it's a kind of classic of theirs. And it's just a really beautiful piece of art, I would say, from start to finish. It has this story and all these songs, these collections and sounds, and it's quite dark but also quite light at the same time. It's just a beautiful record and a very important band. to come out of that kind of post-punk scene. Yeah, so again, I've picked a Celia, Johnny, and Pete record. Yeah, again, Fania All Stars, the main ingredients of the Fania All Stars. I think, like, when I want to dance, you know, when I want to feel good, feel happy, positive, take me to the landscapes of Latin America, I'll stick this on, and it will make me feel warm. And Celia Cruz, I mean, greatest voice of all time, I think, without a shadow of a doubt. And I like this picture of her. It's very, like, proper, isn't it? She looks very professional. But at the same time, they look a bit kind of wedding band. But I like this, what she's wearing. She always had such good style. Yeah, great album. Okay, Sopitas, so I just picked out my favorite records. And I want you to tell me, out of all of those, which you enjoyed the most, and put your comments, and I'll get back to you, and hopefully we can have a musical conversation. That's what music's about.